Today is the 4th of March 2001. Today I would like to talk about sitting meditation. When we sit meditation, first you need to have a suitable place. I suppose you may not find a quiet place at your home, but find a quiet time when some of your families are sleeping or going out. So this means if you cannot find a quiet place, you should find a quiet time for you. For regular meditator, to begin your meditation, you should sit down and cross your legs. Someone they cross their legs. If they cross their legs, maybe you cannot sit longer. That depends what kind of position you family with. You can sit any kind of sitting position. Let's cross legs or putting one leg on the top of other. It's not crossing. That is fine. Or you can put in one leg in front of the others, make parallel, and without interlocking or pressing against the other. Or you may sit on a cushion. Or you may sit on a chair or a bench. Just choose one of those positions. This is more what you think is the more comfortable, is to be able to just maintain your sitting periods longer and easy to gain concentration. You know more about yourself. You know what kind of position is suitable for you. And for me, I always just sit down as putting my legs in front of the others without pressing against the other. If you use this type of sitting, will be comfortable, and you can maintain your sitting meditation longer. As no just a painful feeling, you can gain concentration easily. That's for a sitting position. And then you put in your right hand or your left hand and place them on your lap. Or place each of your hand on the top of each knee. Just either one is fine. And what kind of position you are taking, the important thing is to keep your upper portion of the body erect. Don't sit leaning against the wall or any kind of sport. If you lean against the wall, then you will feel sleepy. It's not supposed to be like that. just for a sitting position. And when you breathe, in your breathing it must be normal. It's not my breath quick or deep. If you make your breath quick or deep, you get tired. It's very soon. Should be nature, normal. Just relax our mind and body, or as much as possible. Then you should close your eye and focus your mind on your nostril. And be aware of just breathing in and breathing out. Or just keep your attention on your nostril and be aware of this breathing in, breathing out without making the mental note. Otherwise, you can bend down your head a little bit and then focus your mind on your abdomen by noting as a rising, falling of your abdomen. As most meditators focus their mind on this both respiration, which in breath and out breath, and abdominal movement, rising, falling, as their primary object. It's only two. This is the primary object. Breathing in, breathing out, and rising, falling on our abdomen. Whatever method you practice, it consists into the four foundation of mindfulness. In Pali they call Satipatthana. Is correct way, because it's the Buddha taught that this four foundation of mindfulness is the only way for a purification of beings. Right? For a overcoming of sorrow and lamentation, for a cessation of pain and distress, for the attainment of the supramundane path, and for realization of Nibbana. That's why who want to purify their mind, eradicate all this mental defilement, we need to practice this mindfulness meditation. And who don't want to feel sorry or cry, we should practice this mindfulness meditation. Who would like to overcome the physical pain or mental pain, we need to practice mindfulness meditation. And who would like to gain enlightenment, should be practice this four foundation of mindfulness. And who would like to realize the cessation of suffering or supreme bliss, we need to practice this mindfulness meditation. And without practicing this mindfulness meditation, you cannot purify your mind, you cannot overcome sorrow and lamentation, you cannot destroy this mental, physical pain, and you cannot attain enlightenment, you cannot realize the cessation of suffering. That's what the Buddha said, this is the only way just only way to gain all these advantages. And what kind of technique you may follow, it is the right technique, you will achieve your spiritual goal. Like all of you come to this meditation monastery, you can come from the south or from the north. If it is the way you're supposed to come, either way, this is fine. Finally, you will reach to this place. At the same way, what kind of right technique you follow, you practice, you will achieve your goal. You don't have to worry about that. Even you cannot achieve your goal today or this month or this year, maybe next day, next month or next year. You still have chance. So we need to practice the right way, the right technique. This, according to the person, some they family with just breathing in, breathing out. Some they family with this rising, falling of their abdomen. This depends that either one is right way. And who practice on this breathing in, breathing out should be focus their mind on their nostril, and you will feel the sensation of the air as the nostril. I try to see in breath and out breath as two separate things. It's not the same breath in and out. We say breathe in, you make a mental note, or just be aware of it. Just be mindful on the breath. The end of is the breathing. This pause occurs. You should realize that, notice that, and then breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. So it's not the same thing, same one. Should be two separate things. Try to observe on this two kind of separate things. You see this only breathe in, breathe out, the same one. You will not realize their nature. Should be breathe in, pause, maybe 1 second, and breathe out. Try to see the two separate things. When you inhale, make a mental note as the breathing in. While you exhale, make a mental note as breathing out. Just keep going on. If nothing special, if nothing occurs to your mind, your body, just keep your attention to your nostril, on and on. And for someone who feels that the focus mind on the nostril it seems to be difficult. It's not clear. You should keep their mind on the abdomen. Right? And because this abdomen is more prominent than breathing in, breathing out. That's why our meditation master, he suggested to keep our mind on this rising, falling up our abdomen, because it's more prominent, very easy to catch up, and also very easy for beginner. What kind of technique you practice? You start from the easy way. It's very easy to make progress. That's why who feel this, focus their mind on the nostril as difficult, should be focus their mind on the abdomen. And when you breathe in, your abdomen will rise upward as their nature. At that moment, you may maintain up, rising. Should be present moment. It should be present moment. When you breathe out, your abdomen is fall downward. At that moment, you may maintain up as falling. The same thing. The end of this rising, if you notice, that's a pause occurs and falling. At the end of falling, also have pause. It's not the same one. It's not rising, falling. Should be two separating. This who practice this technique must be attentively and observe on this the rising. When it is rising, should be you breathe. It's just normal. When it's rising, since to begin to rise, you say rise, and the end of this rising. And the word you say, the noting you say, sing, should be simultaneously end up together. This is very, very important. Otherwise you say, rising. Just still rise. This act of rising is not finished yet. You say rising, finished already. During the rising, your mind go out. You think about something without realize yourself. That's why it should be rising, rising. Since start to rise, you say rise. And the word you say in your mind, sing, and the end of this rising should be end up together. When it's fall down, falling, say falling. The words noting, ling, and this at the end of the falling should be end up together. It's the bypass. It's the bypass. Rise together. This means the rising of the abdomen and the noting mind should be arise together, end up together. And the falling of your abdomen and the noting mind falling should be rise together, end up together. And that's you. No time, your mind no time to go out. Just keep your mind, fix your mind on this rising and falling abdomen. This means should be aware of since the beginning, of the middle, and the end. We should do that. Very easy to gain concentration. Otherwise, just rising, falling, or just on a surface. You cannot fix your mind on the object, and then your mind will be wander. This is the one thing we have to be careful. And sometimes, if you feel that this rising, falling in your abdomen is not prominent, it's not clear, or sometimes use your hand, maybe one hand or both of your hands, just place on your abdomen, and you will feel more clear. Rising, falling. Because our object is very important. If object is not prominent, is not clear, you cannot fix your mind on the object. So sometimes we need to make it more clear, more prominent for the beginning. But later on, maybe it's not necessary for you to do that. And sometimes you feel, so you use both of your hand or one of your hand, place on your abdomen, make a mental rising, falling, rising, falling. Sometimes you still cannot concentrate your mind on your abdomen. So maybe you don't want to use your hand when you're sitting meditation. You don't want to move. Most meditators, you don't want to move. Just want to close the eyes without moving. We don't want to raise up your hand, touch your stomach, your abdomen. What do you have to do at that moment? So use other object as a sitting, touching. You can use that to sitting, touching. This sitting, you may focus your attention to your erect position of your upper body. So you say sitting from your head to, until whole your body. You focus your mind on the whole your body. You say sitting, and you say touching. So with touching, you focus your mind on the touching of your body and floor. Touching. But different parts successively is not the same part. It's the same part. It's not the right way to do that. There should be different parts. It means you say sitting. This means you are sitting. This present moment, sitting. And touching. When you're touching, maybe your hip or your buttock, the left side, touch the floor, touching. Another manner you may sitting, touching, as the right buttock and floor, and left, right, just change. Or your knee, right knee and floor. And your touching of your left knee and floor, touching. Or maybe you focus your mind on this right angle and floor. You will feel the touching, or left side, or right side. Or sometimes you may feel your foot, your legs, your knee touch the floor. Even both of your hands touch each other. This is touching. This touching. You are sitting now, both of your hands touching. You make touching. You say sitting, touching. This your hand and your lap, or your lap is touching each other. Or your tongue, both of your tongue, touch each other. When you close your eye, even your eyelid, you feel touching on your eyelid. Eyelids touching. And sometimes you feel your teeth, upper and under touch each other, touching. And sometimes your lip, when you close your mouth, you will feel the touching in your lip. So this means touching. You can say touch, or sitting, touching, sitting, touching. And for that touching, should be different parts. Focus your attention. This is a different part successively. Or you can do only one. Try to do that. Just sitting. Say sitting, 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 sitting. You are sitting. Focus your mind on whole your body from your head. Right? Just sitting, sitting, sitting. Or you can use both sitting, touching, sitting, touching. Or you can use only touching. So you need to practice that. Touching. The touching of your eyelid, the touching of your teeth, the touching of your lip, the touching of your both of your hand, your thumb, your knee, your buttock and floor. Not any part of your body when you feel the touching sensation. This means it's not only when you sit in meditation. Where will you go? Where will you sit? You sleep. You're lying down. Your body will touch with something. And then you can keep your attention on this touching, this meditation in our daily life. And for the sitting, that's why we need to practice since the sitting meditation. After you understand, you'll be able to focus your mind on touching. And when sitting meditation, other time, you can do that anytime. Very easy. It's not only for our rising, falling our abdomen only. It's not only breathe in, breathe out only. Most people, they think that this meditation, we have to focus our mind on the breathing in, breathing out, or rising, falling abdomen. It's not right. It's not right. It's not only that, It's not only, it's the primary object. So, as I told you, on the touching, anywhere, even your body not touch with outside thing, even in your body, you still feel touching. Like now, you sit, and your hands touch the table. Somebody, maybe you hold a pen, you feel it touching. All this meditation, be aware of this touching. When you be aware of touching, your mind, you don't feel, anything. It's no mental defilement arises at that moment because you focus your mind on the touching. At first you just sitting, touching. And later on you will understand what is the touching, what is the noting, or the nature of this mind and matter. but we need to study step by step. Okay, after you make, so place both of your hand on your abdomen, rising, falling, and then you gain concentration, and then you can put your hand down as usual. Go back to your abdomen again, rising, falling. If you make this focus on the sitting and touching for a while, and then go back to your primary object. See how come now it's clear or not. When you see it's clear, prominence, easy to focus on, and then you continue your attention, just focus on your abdomen again. It's the way, to maintain our concentration. Otherwise, your mind go out. If you think about something, so we need to use any method to solve this problem. During sitting meditation, you are not supposed to think about something in the past. What you have experienced, and think about something in the future as well. Something they don't understand it, We're sitting, may walk for 1 hour, 2 hours, just think about something. It's not supposed to think about anything. Whether it's the good or bad experience, don't think about anything. Even expect to experience something strange, to see a special vision or whatever. Something after the sitting meditation, say, what do you see? Something like that. Most people come to ask, what do you see when you sit meditation? Maybe they think we see some special vision, something like that. So we not expect to experience something strange. This curiosity, expectation, to see something, just a great obstacle for our mental development. It's a definitely delay our progress. So don't expect anything. Don't expect anything. As all of you know, we practice insight vipassana meditation. What is our purpose? To understand, right, just the nature of our mind and body as they truly are. And then we'll gain enlightenment. This is our purpose, our goal. So that's why not supposed to think anything. Most people, if they think about in the past, even they feel very happy. Just happy about this, regarding about sensual pleasure. It's not regarding about mental culture. If you think about in future, really worry about their business or their life. This worry is one kind of just a mental defilement. So it's not supposed to think about anything, the past and the future. Just try to focus our mind on our primary object. As long as you be able to keep your mind on the rising, falling of the abdomen, will be no greed, hatred, delusion occur. Since you observe your precepts or restrain your body and speech, this means at that moment, the moment you make a mental rising, falling, this means you fulfill with the good conduct, morality. As your mind is not wander, yes, you keep your attention on this rising, falling on your abdomen or on your nostril. This means at that moment you are fulfilled with concentration. This concentration. As you gain concentration, you will realize that this the rising, falling of your abdomen is one kind of, this is one air element, this matter. The noting mind is mind, just mind and matter. They arise together and disappears together. Just a bodily process and mental process. They arise together and vanish together. It's very swift. This means you are fulfilled with wisdom. So, briefly, when you're able to focus your mind on your primary object, your object of meditation, at that moment, you are fulfilled with the morality, concentration, and wisdom. Right? These three kind of this morality, concentration, and wisdom will lead you to achieve your spiritual goal, which is the cessation of suffering. It is we accumulate the sila, samadhi, panya, every moment, yes, every moment. Maybe one time you sit meditation for 1 hour, you may observe your mind on this meditation object, maybe 30 minutes. For 30 minutes, maybe your mind wander. But this means one time you accumulate this morality, concentration, and wisdom to grow up more and more. That's why we practice meditation every day, every day. This means we accumulate our virtue perfection. May this concentration and wisdom to grow up every time, every day. And without practicing meditation, you cannot get really the peace of mind, really happiness. Even this the present life. This meditation is required to practice for everyone, every day. It's not only twice a day, something like that. After we understand the technique, any posture, anytime, anywhere, we can practice that. You may focus your mind on your body. You may contemplate your mind on your feeling sensation, on your mind object, seeing, hearing, and so on. So the technique is not too difficult, but we need to practice to family with it, to get used to. And then you can practice this meditation anytime. Even though you try to observe your mind on your main object, as nature, sometimes some you, some person, something, some object will appear to your thought. So when you see this person, this object, at that moment, you have to make mental note. See. Just ignore it. It's not right. No, you cannot ignore it. This, inside Vipassana meditation, it's not like tranquility meditation. For tranquility meditation, we just observe our mind on one object. We ignore everything. For example, you focus your mind on one object. Whenever you have any feeling, you don't have to do anything about that. Just ignore it. That's why you cannot realize the nature of this, your mind, your sensation, because you ignore it. For them who practice this tranquility meditation, they just want to get a peace of mind only. They don't need to develop this wisdom. They need concentration. That's why they just focus on one object. And who practice Vipassana meditation for a main object, we have main object, and breathing out, or rising, falling our abdomen. If something appears to your eye, you should focus your mind on the object and say in your mind, seeing. After you make mental seeing, all this person, this form, what appears to your eye, will be disappeared. That's nature. Now, even you close your eye, it appears to your thought. If you not make a mental note, say to yourself, seeing, maybe you follow this person in your thought. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't like it. So we need to make a mental note, seeing until all this form disappear, and then return to your abdomen again. For sometime for hearing, for hearing, maybe you hear some sound, some noise. When you hear that, so concentrate your mind on your ear. Say to yourself, hearing. Don't follow the sound. If you follow the sound, maybe you see the person, or maybe you see the car or the plane, where the sound comes from. So it's not supposed to follow the sound. Where it comes from, just concentrate your mind on your ear. Just say, hearing. You don't classify, so this woman sound, this man sound, this car or this plane. Just hear. Just hear it. Yeah, just hear it. And regarding about your nose, when you sit meditation, what smell is rarely occurs. But maybe just only one time, 2 times, it's maybe, And when you get smell, just concentrate your mind on your nose. Just smelling. After the smells go away. And then return to your abdomen again. The main object again should be continued. No gap. And regarding about our tongue, it's nothing special. Because for the taste, just at the time we eat it, the taste occurs. Sometimes saliva maybe come. And then you want to swallow your saliva. And then you have to be mindful about it. So firstly, you want to swallow your saliva. Do you know that? And then you may maintain intention. After you make a mental intention, and then you want to gather your saliva in your mouth. You make a mental note, gathering. When you swallow it, make a mental note, swallowing. After that, you come back to your abdomen again, rise, rising, falling. And regarding about your body, you will have so many experience during sitting meditation about the head, about core, about itching, about numbing, something like that. A lot of sensation will be occur. And then you feel some painful feeling any part of your body. At that moment, you need to focus your mind on that point. About 1 or 2 inches. Concentrate your mind at that part of the painful feeling. And then you see pain for a while. If you have strong concentration, this painful feeling will go away. As their nature will go away. If it not go away, the more you say pain, the more it means grow up. And then what you have to do? You have to come back to your abdomen again. Just ignore this pain for a while. Right? Ignore the pain for a while, and you focus your mind on your abdomen, rising, falling, just as I told you before, just attentively, right? Precisely focus your mind on your abdomen since the beginning to the end. Follow the rising and falling on your abdomen for a while, maybe for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, something like that. After that, say, how come about my pain? If you want to know about your pain, maybe your pain already disappeared at that time because you ignore it. This is the way to deal with the just painful feeling. It's not go away yet. It's more intense. And then just stay with this painful feeling for a while. Just a pain, 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 for a while. Maybe a few minutes. It's not go away yet. Just come back to your abdomen again. Just practice rising, falling, as usual. After, for a while, go back to the pain again. About 2 times or 3 times, something like that. Maybe the pain will decrease, become faint, or maybe become acute. It depends. And then, after you go for 2 times, 3 times, back and forth, with the rising, falling, your abdomen as this painful feeling. It should not go away. Finally, you cannot be patient anymore about your painful feeling. And then you need to change your position. You have to move your sitting position a little bit, because you are unable to bear this painful feeling. And then you should be tension. As you intend to move, you might imagine intention, intention, intention for 3 times, 4 times. And then you have to move. When you move, it's a very important thing is that don't open your eye. If you open your eye, your concentration go away. So just close your eye. After you make intention, and you will lift your hand or your knee or your legs. It should be slowly, just lifting, or moving, or whatever. During the act of this changing position, be aware of every movement. Every movement should be noted. After you already change your position, and then continue to make a mental note on your rising, falling of your abdomen. So now your pains go away. Your concentration still remains the same. Mostly, when you gain concentration a little bit, you will feel, especially on your face, like some small creatures, insects, just crawling, right? They're crawling, they're creeping. Yes, nothing. Why you feel now? They happen every moment, but if no concentration, you not realize that. When you sit meditation, you gain concentration for some degree, and you will feel, because your face is nothing's covered, right? For the body, we have pen, we have clothes to cover. For the face, the bare face, even a small pounder, even the air. So you can feel it. So, but you feel as someone, as the small insect or creatures, they are creeping on your face. When you feel that, you may want to rub it or crush it right away. for normally without realizing yourself when you're crashing. But for sitting meditation, you feel, oh, I want to rub this itching sensation. You say intention, intention, intention. You know your mind. But you don't go and crash that. You just make itching, itching, itching. Maybe this itching will go away. And sometimes it's not go away. Maybe it's creepings on your face. May go to through your nose. Maybe go to your eye. Maybe go to your ear. Something like that. You feel that. So don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Just make a mental note. Start itching, itching, itching. You see every moment, sensation arising, it's noting mind and just itching, just arising and these beings together every moment. But if you're going to be patient about this itching anymore, finally you have to rub it, crash it. When you intend to crash this itching, you have made mental note as itching, itching, itching. Now you want to raise up your hand. It should not right away. It should be raising, 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 raising. From your when you raise your hand up to your face, should be about 15 and 20 times, 20 steps. Keep raising, 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 raising. This is every raising. When you're raising, you will not feel itching at that moment. Your mind's on the raising, raising, raising. You see, it's the raising, the movement of your hand, the movement of your hand, the noting mind, to go together. Raising, 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 raising. This means concentration. Don't have to worry about, oh, if I do that, maybe I lost my concentration. It's not lost concentration. Your concentration remains the same. Just be aware of the raising, raising, until you touch to your face. Touch your face, you know it's the touching. At that moment you say, touching, touching. Now you intend to crash. You say intention, intention. When you crash, you're crashing, crashing, crashing. And then itchings go away. And then it's not just put your hand down right away. It's not right. It's not right. It should be slowly. So now you want to withdraw your hand. And you make withdrawing, 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 withdrawing from your face to its normal place. It should be 15 and 20 times. Very slowly. When your hand touch to your another hand, you feel touching, touching. And then continue your noting mind on your primary object. Just rising, falling, rising, falling. Disregarding during sitting meditation, if something appears, your eye, your ear, your nose, your tongue, your body, how to deal with this object. Just be mindful of all this object. And regarding about the mind, even when you try to focus your mind on your primary object, your mind should be wandering according to its nature. If you realize that your mind is go out, Just say to yourself, going out, going out, going out. Now you realize your mind is going out. Some, who practice meditation as the beginner, they upset. They say, oh, I cannot sit meditation, my mind starts wander. Then they get angry with themselves. It's not supposed to be like that. Even the angry mind, even angry mind is a meditation object. We should understand that. When it's going out, just going out, make a mental note. And then, after you realize yourself, you come back to your abdomen again. Sometimes you plan to do something. If you plan to do something in the future, you just make a mental note as planning. So whatever your mind occurs, just realize that, make a mental note. As the case may be. And sometimes even when you sit meditation, as our human nature, the nature of our mind, maybe you will talk to someone in your thought. You talk to someone, and you say, oh, I'm sitting meditation, why I talk to someone in my view? You just say talking. And then come back to your abdomen again. And sometimes if you analyze something, to be aware of this analyzing, and make a mental note, analyzing. If you remember about something in the past, just make a mental note, just remembering, and then come back to the abdomen again. And you think about something, just thinking. Sometimes you feel lazy. Oh, I said meditation. Oh, you feel lazy. If you feel lazy, just make a mental note. Just lazy. See, even the laziness is one of your meditation objects. If you feel bored, just boring, just make a mental note. It's bore. You attach to something, any kind of this five sense object. You attach to something, just attachment. Just at that moment, attachment arises. Make a mental note, attachment. You get angry with someone, just make a mental note, anger, or angry. After any kind of thought has disappeared, and then you go back to the rising, falling of your abdomen again. This means that briefly, whatever mental, physical activities appears at the present moment should be noted, be mindful of them. Now try to understand their nature, and by constantly noting and uninterrupted mindfulness that will give rise to the deep concentration, which in turn is give rise to the wisdom. This wisdom just means you have perceived the nature of mind and matter as their impermanence, as the fearfulness and unsubstantiality or uncontrollability. On the full development of this spiritual knowledges, then you will be realized the noble truth. So to realize the noble truth, what you have to do step by step. First, you need to know about what is mind, what is matter. Is mind and matter, no body, no person, no man, just mind and body processes arises all the time. And then you knows their cause. Everything they have the cause, because the cause, this effect arises. And then you know their nature, everything, whatever happens, just arising and disappearing, and nothing lasts long. And then you will know the impermanence. Right? Impermanence. After you know the three characteristics of mind and matter as impermanence, fearfulness, unsubstantiality, finally you will see, you will realize that the end of this impermanence. So for a meditator, when you practice meditation, we just see this, the arising, disappearing. Whatever, oppressing by arising and disappearing, we call suffering. Suffering. And when you have full this the development of this spiritual knowledge, step by step, your insight knowledge reach to the top, and then you see the end of this arising and disappearing, and you stop for a while. This means you realize the end of the suffering, the cessation of suffering. That's why we need to practice meditation every day. This is our purpose, So may all of you be able to practice this insight meditation and realize the noble truth. At least become a stream enterer in near future. So let's stop here for today. Thank you for your time. Any question?
I have just on what we were talking about today.
Yes.
I didn't do a lot of noting. It doesn't do a lot for me to know everything. When let's say that my mind starts to wander.
Yeah.
Then as soon as I realize I just come back, but I don't say,
No, even you don't say, you have realized it.
Yeah, I realize it.
Okay, that's fine. You have realized it. Yes, noting, observing, contemplating is the same. Right? The same. This means keeping your mind fixedly on the object. By knowing that. If you know it, it's just fine.
Yeah, I'd be aware of it.
Yeah.
But I don't talk.
Yeah.
I don't say
Yeah.
words.
If you, for example, your mind's wandering, you just keep concentrate on your main object. It's not right. This means you not realize your mind, the wandering mind. It's not right way. You should realize that. Even you don't make a mental note, you realize that, oh, my mind's wandering. And then you come back to the abdomen again. Now you know that your wandering mind arises, disappears. So for who make mental note, very easy to understand, oh, my wandering mind arises, disappears. You know very clear. See? Otherwise you don't know that your wandering mind. Yeah. It's not just bring it back. It's not right. You realize that it's make a mental note. It's the better. It's the best.
think that you're coming back, but not really. What you're saying, you think you're coming back, but your mind is still kind of there.
What he's saying is that you want to realize
Yeah.
the impermanence of that.
Yeah. Otherwise, you just come back to here. You not realize the wandering mind is not right. For example, you get angry with something or someone. You just try to keep your mind your primary object, just rising, falling. It's not right. This means you not realize this anger, the nature of your anger. When you realize, angry, now you know, oh my. First day, no angry occurs. Now angry rises. Now despair. You know very clear. That's why the noting is the best way. Yeah? Yeah? You see, so for example, right? Just to bring back, you have emotion, getting you something. You just try to keep your mind on your main object. You not realize the nature of your mind. When you make a man, angry, anger, right? You'll be happy. You see, happy. You know, anger is the one mind, it's the angry mind, happy mind, different. So your mind is not only one mind, it's different mind as we study Buddhist philosophy. It's every moment, just arising and despairing. According to the book, we understand it. Now you understand as the practice way. See that, right? Oh, my anger rises, now despairs. So.
You have to realize, because for example, maybe I hear, and I even image Jet.
Yeah.
I do that a lot. I don't
Yeah.
hear.
You're just hearing.
So do I have to realize, when I usually hearing, and then I go back here, but do I have to realize the end of hearing? Because sometimes maybe I have.
No, the end of this thing. You are hearing, you hear. Just hearing is hearing is the ear consciousness. This ear consciousness rising and disappearing.
So you're realizing.
Yeah. You realizing is your mind is the object, just arising and disappearing. Even the sound, hearing, just vibration, just arising and disappearing.
Okay, now then when hearing and then I visualize, then do I make a note of seeing?
I know you not visualize it. You not necessarily.
In my mind, I get it.
No.
Maybe imagining.
No. Just if here, just hearing. Yes, hearing. Not visualize the jets, the car, and then you will go with them. It's not right way.
I don't want to, but if
Yeah.
I have,
Yes.
You know how your mind goes from one thing to another? Like, you hear something that reminds you something from the past,
Yeah.
and you think about the past. So you
Yeah.
have to.
Yeah. If you think about the past, if you think about the past, right, you just thinking. You know, my thinking arises. Now it disappears. You come back here. You will know more clear. Your thinking arises, despairing. Your hearing is rising and despairing. Your anger arising and despairing. Your happy mind is arising and despairing. It's nothing impermanent. You will know right away. It's not necessary to consider that. You know right away. When you have good concentration, it's not only one thing. Whatever appears to your eye, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind, you know right away. It's not only it's like the same time, the arising and despairing. You know very detailed, very clear when you have good concentration. That's why noting mind is very important, very useful, to understand the impermanence.
So everything, all the techniques and all the objects are about realizing the impermanence. That's the
Yes.
whole point.
Yes.
Everything, no matter what your object is, it's not about staying with the object. It's about the impermanence.
Yes.
You can use everything to realize the impermanence.
Right. If nothing, we have a secondary object. It's not any sphere, just stay with your main object. We have main object and secondary object.
So that's why no matter where your mind goes, whatever it's thinking about and paying attention to, it's about the impermanence of that attention.
Yes.
you breathe in and you breathe out, it's two separate things. And I've often thought, okay, when you breathe in, it's like fresh air, shall we say. You breathe in, now this air is going into the nose. And where's that interchange? When you're breathing out, it's not the same air. But how is that interchange in the body? Where does it all go? And how does it, what's going on inside? And then it comes out. And I've tried to follow it, even looking at medical diagrams and that. It goes into the lungs and it's supposed to go into your, all through your body. And then come out, seem pure when it comes out. It's very complex. And it happens so fast like that.
But for who practice insight vipassana meditation, when you concentrate your mind on your breathing and breathing out, it's not supposed to follow inside and follow outside. Just keep your concentration on the nostril. It's the right way. It's the yeah.
How is that? It's an interesting thing. When you breathe in and breathe out, it's not the same air. What all happens to that?
Yeah. Actually not the same air, it's different. Yeah.
How miraculous that is. But I know that isn't exactly to do with the meditation.
Oh, but some, they teach people, that if you breathe in, start from our nostril, that, this, your chest is the middle, and your nose the end. It just follow on the inside. So if you follow on the inside, you will not gain concentration. You will not realize the impermanency. For the tranquility meditation will be okay. But for inside vipassana meditation, because that is breathing in, breathing out,